A handful of families sit at the top of the world. They own car companies that zoom down highways. They brew your morning coffee. They make the phones in your pocket. Their names are on museums and mansions. But here's the crazy part, their empires weren't built on hard work alone. No. They were stacked on lies, bribes, and broken lives. We're talking corporate crime on a scale that steals trillions from everyday folks like you and me. It ruins health, shatters trust, and leaves families in ruins. These dynasties? They're still rich. Still powerful. And for Americans watching, one stands out as the richest homegrown monster, the Sacklers, worth $13 billion, kings of the pill that poisoned a nation. Today, we dive into the top 5 richest corporate crime families. Combined, they're worth over $160 billion, more than the GDP of some countries. That's enough to buy every house in New York City twice over. But don't worry, I'll keep it simple, like chatting with a friend. No fancy words. Just the shocking truth. In this countdown, we reveal how they rose, how they cheated, and why they're still untouchable. Buckle up. Number 5 kicks it off with a family that turned medicine into murder. Number 5. The Sackler Dynasty. Net worth, $11 billion. IT started like a dream. In the 1950s, 3 brothers, Arthur, Mortimer, and Raymond Sackler, took over a tiny drug company in New York. They were doctors, smart guys from Brooklyn. Purdue Pharma was their baby. They sold laxatives and ear drops at first. Legit stuff. Based in Stamford, Connecticut, they grew it into a pharma powerhouse. By the 90s, they hit gold with OxyContin, a pain pill they said was safer than morphine. Time released, they called it. Like a slow drip of relief. But that was the bait. Here's where it gets dark. The Sacklers didn't just sell pills. They lied about them. Big time. They told doctors OxyContin wasn't addictive. 8 hours of bliss without the crash, their sales reps whispered. But it was like handing out candy laced with poison. Reps bribed doctors with trips, golf outings, even free steak dinners. Thousands of them. The family pushed hard. Emails show Richard Sackler, the nephew who ran the show, saying, "We have to hammer on the idea that this is a very safe drug." Hammer? They flooded small towns with samples. Rural America got hit hardest. Doctors, under pressure, wrote scripts like confetti. The scale? Devastating. Over 500,000 Americans died from overdoses tied to their drugs. That's a city the size of Atlanta wiped out. Families lost moms, dads, kids. One mom in West Virginia watched her son gasp his last breath after just one pill. Profits? $35 billion from OxyContin alone. They hid the cash in Swiss banks and art collections. Lavish homes in London, private jets. While victims begged for help, the Sacklers bought wings on museums, their name in gold. How did they stay untouchable? Connections. They donated millions to politicians and universities. Lobbyists swarmed Washington, blocking tighter rules. The Sackler's shield, insiders called it. Whispers of threats to whistleblowers who spoke up. Like a spider's web, sticky and wide, but empires crack. In 2017, a brave journalist at the New York Times dug up those emails. States sued. Purdue pled guilty to felonies in 2020. Fast forward to 2025, a massive $7.4 billion settlement. The family pays up, but no jail time. They keep most of their fortune. Purdue's gone bankrupt, but the Sacklers? Still sipping champagne in mansions. Their grip on pharma? Lingering through sister companies abroad. Lives ruined, but they're richer than ever. Crazy, right? But hold on, that was just the warm-up. Number 4 makes pharma look like child's play. A family that bribed a whole country. Number 4. The Lee family of Samsung. Net worth, $15 billion. Picture a street vendor in 1938 Korea. Lee Byung-chul sells noodles and dried fish from a tiny shop in Taegu. World War II rages. He scrapes by, trading goods in the chaos. But Byung-chul dreams big. By 1947, he starts Samsung, meaning 3 stars in Korean. Trading rice, then sugar. Legit hustle in a war-torn land. Fast forward, his sons take over. Quandt he expands into electronics in the 70s. TVs, then phones. Seoul's their base, but factories span Asia. Today, Samsung's a $300 billion beast. Your Galaxy? Their baby. They dominate chips, screens, half the world's gadgets, but the shine hides rot. The Lees didn't climb clean. They bribed. A lot. In 2015, J.Y. Lee, grandson of the founder, cooked a deal to grab more control. He merged 2 Samsung units. Sound boring? It was a power grab worth billions. To smooth it, he funneled $43 million in bribes to a lady close to the president. Horses, art, cash. Gifts, they called them. But it was like oiling a rusty machine with stolen grease. The scheme let Jay lock in his throne. Scale? Huge. It shook South Korea's economy. Investors lost trust. The Chaebol system, family-run giants, got exposed as a bribe fest. Thousands of workers slaved in factories for pennies while the family jetted private money trail? Sneaky. Profits laundered through offshore shells in the Caymans. They flashed wealth, Jay's $200 million yacht, mega mansions in Gangnam. While regular Koreans scraped by post-COVID, the Lees bought islands, protection. Ironclad. The family pulls strings in Seoul. Presidents pardon them, Jay got one in 2022, another tease in 2025. Courts flip-flop. Media? They own chunks of it. Intimidation? Union leaders vanish or switch sides. Like a royal court, no one crosses the king, downfall. Sort of. 2017 arrest rocked the nation. Jay did 5 months in jail. But 2025? Top court clears him of fraud. Not guilty, they say. Merger stands. Empire hums. Ongoing probes into union slush funds linger, but influence? Stronger than ever. Taxes on Quandt death? $8.5 billion paid, but they dodged more. Victims? Small investors burned, workers crushed. One factory mom lost her job when bribes backfired. Yet the Lees party on. Shocking? Wait till number 3. A family whose coffee empire was brewed on blood. Number 3. The Ryman family of JAB Holdings. Net worth, $33 billion. Back in 1823, Johann Adam Ryman mixes chemicals in a German lab. Ludwigshafen, on the Rhine. Simple stuff, dyes for cloth. His sons grow it. By 1900, Ben Kaiser's a player in soaps and cleaners. Legit chemistry. Post-World War I, Albert Sr. takes reins. The family spreads to food. Today? Jab's a beast. They own Krispy Kreme, Panera Bread, Keurig, Your Daily Brew and Donut Fix. Luxembourg base, but global reach. Factories in 100 countries. Billions in snacks and drinks, the crimes? Buried deep. In the 1930s, Albert Sr. and Jr. joined the Nazis early. Before Hitler even grabs power. They call Jews racial tuberculosis. Their factories? Slave hells. Over 170 forced workers, Poles, Russians, French, chained to machines making gunpowder and chemicals for the war. Beatings, starvation. One survivor, a French teen who escaped, half dead. Junior parties with SS bigwigs while workers drop. Scale? Thousands exploited across plants. War profits? Millions that built the empire. They hid it all, documents burned, stories silenced, laundering? Smart. Post-war, they rebrand. No Nazi stains. Wealth in Swiss vaults, U.S. stocks. Flash it, private jets, Alps chalets. Your $5 latte? Funds their yachts, how untouchable. Secrecy. The family shunned spotlight. No interviews. Political ties? They fund quiet lobbies for food rules. 2019, a hired historian cracks the vault. Letters, ledgers spill. We were fools, they say. But no cops. Just shame, downfall? Soft. They donate $11 million to Holocaust funds. Sorry, basically. No charges, too old. 2025? Jab booms, buys more brands. No family jail. Victims' families? Still seeking justice. One Polish descendant sued in 2023, lost. Irony, their ethical coffee funds anti-hate AI now. But the blood stains the cup. Families destroyed in camps, while Rymans sip lattes. Heartbreaking. But number 2? Their cars killed more, and they're sorry zero. Number 2. The Quandt family of BMW. Net worth, $47 billion. 1916, Emil Quandt sells batteries in Berlin. Small shop. World War I ends, his son Gunther grabs the reins. Builds factories for radios, then arms. Legit at first. But 1933? He joins Nazis. Marries a party girl. Base, Munich area. By 40s, Quandt Empire makes batteries for U-boats. Post-war, son Herbert saves BMW from bankruptcy in 1959. Turns it into luxury speed. Today? $100 billion company. Your Beamer? Their pride. Global showrooms, F1 races. Crime scream from history. Gunther? War criminal. Used 50,000 slave laborers in plants. Women from Ravensbrück camp, kids too. Whipped for slowing. Factories churned V-2 rockets, Hitler's revenge weapons. Thousands died building them. Scale? Massive. Profits funded BMW's rise. Herbert? Knew it all, covered it. Family secret, they whispered, money hidden? Clever. Swiss accounts, art hoards. Flash, Stefan's $500 million yacht, Suzanne's horse farms. While survivors starved, they feasted, protection. Thick. Post-1945, U.S. Army clears them, no Nazis here. Political pals in Bonn. Media blackout. 2022 book blows lid, Nazi billionaires. Letters show Gunther's pride in the party, downfall? None real. No trials, time's up. 2025? Family shrugs. History, they say. Stefan and Suzanne? Richest in Germany. BMW zooms on. Victims? Ghosts. One Ukrainian survivor, they stole my youth. No payout. Irony, BMW's ultimate driving ads while slaves built the first. Enraging. But number 1? Their rivals gassed the planet and laughed. Number 1. The Porsche Piëch family. Net worth, $55 billion. 1910s Austria. Ferdinand Porsche sketches cars. Genius tinkerer. Starts design firm in Stuttgart. Legit dreams, people's car for all. But 1938? Hitler calls. Ferdinand joins Nazis. Designs tanks, Beetle prototype. Base, Wolfsburg factory. Slave labor builds it, Krupp camp workers, 12-hour hells. Post-war, his son Ferry restarts Porsche sports cars. Grandkids like Hans Piëch merge with VW in 60s. Today? Control VW empire, Porsche, Audi, Bentley. $300 billion giant. Your SUV? Their cash cow. Crimes? Double whammy. World War II, Ferdinand's firm uses 20,000 slaves for war machines. Beatings, experiments. He chats with Himmler over coffee. Profits? Seeded the dynasty. Then 2015, Dieselgate. Family board okays cheat software. VW rigs tests, cars spew 40x legal pollution. Lies to buyers worldwide. 11 million vehicles. Fines? $33 billion. Air poisoned, kids with asthma. One California dad, my daughter's lungs wrecked by their lie. Laundering? Offshore trusts, Liechtenstein hides. Flash, Wolfgang's $100 million chalet, family jets. 50 heirs split billions. Untouchable? Blood ties. Piëch ran VW till 2015 scandal. Family holds 52% votes. Bribes? Alleged in supplier deals. 2023, board member charged money laundering. Protection, German courts drag feet. Lobbies block green laws. Downfall? Partial. Ferdinand died free. 2025, 4 managers jailed for fraud. Family? Zero blame. $9.5 billion U.S. payouts done. Empire rolls. Victims sue, slow. Irony, green Porsches now, built on dirty past. Shocking top spot. These 5 dynasties, the Sacklers poisoning America, Lee's buying Korea, Ryman's brewing on bones, Quandt's racing from graves, Porsche Piëch's gassing the globe, share a thread. Greed wrapped in legacy. They create a shadow economy where crimes pay dividends. Trillions siphoned, millions hurt. For us Americans, the Sacklers hit home hardest, $13 billion from pills that stole our neighbors. But globally? It's a web. Governments chase shadows while families feast. Time to fight back. Demand probes, boycott brands, vote for real change. Corporate power can't trump justice forever. If this fired you up, hit subscribe for more takedowns. Who's next? Comment below. Together, we expose the untouchables.